You know, last time was the power legend. This time I feel just it makes sense to do the defense legend. It's not because they're right next to each other, trust me. That's not the reason. I think that Kaya is pretty much like the best defense in the game. My recording crashed, so we're trying this again. Kaya, I think, is the best defense legend in the game. She has that 8, I think. I should probably fact check. Whatever. No, I think it's 7. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's 7. Right now I'm running the, what is it? 3, 4, 7, 8. The reason why I think she is the best defense is not because of the defense stat necessarily. Then we'd be talking like Queen Nai or something. But it's actually like the best survivability, the best defensive play. I think is on Kaya. For these reasons. Oh, look at my memory, my super memory. 3, 4, 7, 8. High speed means that not only are you able to evade a little bit easier, you're able to get back to stage a little easier, but it also means that like you're going to live longer just by nature of like, okay, if you get hit really far, it's gonna take less jumps to get back to stage, and by that it's like it's harder to edge guard you, more likely to live in scenarios where other characters like Queen Nai, for example, who she might have the higher defense stance or defense stat if you're locking in that stance, but you, or like Sir Roland, but you might actually die earlier than on Kaya because of Kaya's speed. You can make it back easier. So there's that aspect, and then there's the aspect of her weapons, where Spear, kind of a zoning weapon, Bow, big control weapon, very effective, like played defensively. Like Spear is not necessarily the easiest weapon to approach with all the time, just because of how like it works, its hitboxes and stuff like that. I mean, I say that and then I'm not really playing defensively much, but that's more of a me thing, me problem. There's the 3 strength coming in, but it's fine, they're out of jumps. Yeah, so it's a combination of her stats, which right now I'm running the 8 speed because I think I just zoom. Like, I'm so hard to kill for sure. I've got to be pretty annoying to play against. And that's a good thing. You don't want your opponent to have... It's not your job to make your opponent have fun playing against you, basically. If you want to win, that is. I mean, they can. Sometimes it can be super fun to play against someone that's frustrating. Once you like finally, or someone that's defensive, I should say. Once you like find a way through their cracks and everything like that, it can be very, very satisfying. But anyway, my point is that I think Kai is the best defensive legend for her weapons, her stats, and her signatures. Her sigs, like you got the step back. Also, I didn't just pick her because it's Spear Legend wins. I swear, that's my daily mission. You got the step back sig that everyone knows on the Spear. You got the step back sig on the Bow. So those are 2 like pretty good defensive sigs. Then you got like this big wall, which can stuff an approach because it hits grounded as well as aerial. Side sig less so. And then on the Bow, you got that like aerial rush, and you got the grounded rush with the aerial hit at the end. So it's like you're spacing away the whole game, and then suddenly, like part of what makes a good defense is that you're not entirely sure like what they're like gonna do or when they're gonna go in, and those 2 signatures can catch you off guard if you've been evading pretty effectively all game. So yeah, a few reasons I think Kai is the best defense. If you are a fan of Spear and Bow, I think she's a great legend. Like I think she's actually really good. Low strength, you might not kill the earliest, and low strength paired with 2 weapons that aren't necessarily the easiest to kill with can be frustrating as a Kaya player, but you know, you're playing the best defensive legend, so you're gonna run into scenarios where you won't necessarily kill the earliest, and that comes with the job, I suppose, comes with the role. But yeah, also if you're a player that loves to control when your opponent comes in, or like the areas that they occupy, then again, very, very good at that. Both weapons, very good at control. Spear is more like, alright, you got the range, and then Bow is more like you got the angles. I mean, not like Bow doesn't have range, that's just a very simplified way of putting it, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't get the double down light, which is unfortunate, but, you know. Big aerial poke there. Let's talk a little bit about his signatures. So that down sig, it's a nice grounded move. Low recovery frames, difficult to punish. As you can see, I jumped out before the capacity hit me. They hit me with a move that would have hit my jump, but that's fine. I'm going to pick up this Bow. They seem to be jumping in circles, so I'm going to throw out a hitbox where I think they're going to be. Oh, that actually grounded, like, slapped me. I didn't even think that was going to happen. There we go, there's that rush. So I was going this way and then switch directions really quickly, which is a good use of that move. You know, a lot of people like to do a mix between side light into end sig and side light into side sig to mix people up, and that's definitely something that you can get away with. End sig is really good at catching because of its hitbox, like outward dodges and stuff like that. Oh, did that recovery a bit early. I read the movement but wasn't quite on top of things. Let's see if I can get a side sig. That move hits off the top. Kind of weird. Not necessarily the strongest sig, but it has its uses. I mean, it's grounded on spear, so something to think about. I just totally missed there. That's fine, it worked out. I don't know why, but I just realized that Pearl has like a pearl in her head. That's interesting. I thought it was just like a lump, but I'm realizing now that her name is Pearl for a reason, probably. As for stances, I like to lock in the one I'm on right now, the 8 speed. Is it necessary? I mean, no, it's fine. You can run 7 speed, 4 strength. But just to be a pure defensive nightmare, wow, that Brax somehow fell into that. I'm running this one. Again, hard to kill, hard to get killed, extends games for pretty long. 2 weapons that can also slow down the pace of the game. That's another thing. Is that, oh, they waved to me. That's fine. They look like they're lagging though, which is a bit unfortunate. So that's another thing. If you're someone that has like a very strong mental game, you're able to withstand long games, then Kaya is like, and you're already good at these 2 weapons, or maybe you just want to try out a more defensive style, and that's like perfectly okay. If people make you feel bad for playing defensively, that's like a problem on them, not a problem with you. It just kind of shows that they're not able to deal with it, and people don't like what they're not able to deal with, because they know deep down it just means that the other person beat them, you know. People don't like accepting that they're the reason why they lose. So that's on them. Like, feel free. You have my permission to play defensive legend or defensive style. It's all good. Again, people make you feel bad about it, and it's like, it says a lot more about them than it does about you, is what I will say. As for utilizing her like in different matchups or something like that, I think bow is the kind of weapon where pretty much any matchup you'll have the tools to feel comfortable in a given scenario, and that's very rare for weapons. I think that's why bow is super good, is because it has the tools to feel comfortable whenever. Spear is not necessarily the same, although it is pretty good into some meta picks. I think spear into lance can actually do fairly well. I think spear into hammer, maybe not the easiest, but you got that Sarah range to contest, and you got that grounded hitbox to throw out to out-prioritize some moves. And then of course you got the downlight to deny aerial space. So you got some things going for you for sure. And of course down air is just incredible. Off stage, on stage, nair, incredible off stage, on stage. So a lot of control. Not a lot of control when you jump into moves though, when you jump into bombs. I don't know what I was doing there. I was trying to be 5 brain when I only have half of 1. So there we go. That is perhaps some lag, perhaps not. We'll give them a sec to reconnect. If not, we'll just miss the bot like 10 times, because for some reason I've played this game for so long and I can't kill a bot to save my life. I can't even save a bot to save my life either. While we're here, I guess I'll give a brief overview of the signatures if you're not aware, or maybe you don't have Kaya unlocked or anything like that. I really recommend when the daily rotation of legends is out to give a go at a bunch of legends that you haven't previously played. I think it's a good opportunity. Oh, I got a new color. Let's lock in the base. Especially, yeah, when it's free rotation, you got nothing to lose. Might as well just try a new legend, and who knows, you might enjoy them a lot more than you think you will. Because playing against signatures and then using the signatures yourself, like in flowing in combos and stuff like that, is 2 different experiences. So I do recommend giving Kaya a go if you want to. If not, then you know, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna force you either. I don't have any stake in this, really. I guess maybe I do. I'm not the best against Kaya. I actually kind of suck against Kaya, so I'd prefer if you didn't. But if you want to, then go for it. Anyway, on Miami Dome here, up against a Thor. So this will be an example of actually a matchup of two very tanky legends. I think Thor is also one of those super good characters that has a lot of meat on his bones, for sure. And two weapons that also are really good at controlling space. I think Orb is kind of like Bow in how I was describing it earlier, and in some sense Hammer is like Spear, given its speed and, or not speed, it's hitboxes and everything like that. Are they present? They are present. Now they are down below. So you notice through all of that, I like barely got hit. I'm kind of like schmoovin', I'm zooming. And not the easiest to hit, because if you're thinking about it, I mentioned this in the video where I talked about the stances that I use on every character, but I'm a Hattori speeded character with like 7 defense. Like, I am hard to kill. And I will say, with the bow especially, you're gonna get a lot of mileage off of killing off stage, more so than killing on stage, as you've seen in this match. Partly because, oh, I walked into it. Maybe a little frustrated right now. Let's see, are they gonna spot dodge? They are gonna spot dodge. They are gonna spot dodge again. Just throwing out end lights, maybe having some fun. Ouchies. But you'll notice, like, I'm barely in the orange, and like I'm chilling. Oh, okay. I was trying to hit them into it, but I guess if you're gonna do it to yourself, I appreciate it. Oh, maybe I should have done it the other way. If you'll notice, I am going for that down sig. I kind of want to get a wall combo. Believe it or not, I kind of walked into that so that they live. I know, you might not believe it. Let's see if they go off stage. Oh! No! Why? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I was so sure the Sarah was gonna hit them too high, and that I wasn't gonna get the downlight, and when I did, I was so excited, and then I don't even know if I dropped it, or maybe they were at too high damage, or something, because I feel like I hit that Sarah, and it was like a fine Sarah, but I just got hit with the "you will not pass today, you will not hit this today," and sometimes that happens. Wow, this looks good in this color. I've never used this color. I don't know what. Ah, I just unlocked it. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. Ouchers. So yeah, I said what I said. I said my piece. Maybe I'll close it off soon. Maybe with this game, we'll see. We'll see how I feel these. But I'm feeling a little tired, mayhaps. So I have a feeling I might close it off. Right now I'm just walking forward into light attacks. I actually dodged the signature. Wow, look at me go. I'm not really spacing my moves. They're spacing against their moves. So let's try and think about things a little more and do that. And use my 8 speed to my advantage. Right there, like I moved. That's another thing, is that like with higher speed, that had no force. With higher speed, it's not only just like moving faster and getting back to stage and like being able to maneuver. It's also like when you whiff, you have more room for error of like drift and stuff like that. So we do love some drift. Alright, let's see. Soft weapon throw. Ah, missed on it. I'm dead. If I did the soft weapon throw maybe a little bit earlier, I would have been able to get a trap there. That was interesting. But I did not, and that's fine. Ah! I wanted to hit them into it, but I didn't. And that's fine too. You notice they spot dodged there, and they immediately tried to punish from the end light, but I spaced it far enough, and I like had the movement speed to be able to avoid the wake up even with that, so that's kind of what I was talking about. Oh. Do I live? I do. Did not punish that dodge out like I tried to, but that's alright. Maybe a bit antsy. Bit antsy-dancy. I notice every time they go for that dare, they're not actually going for a follow-up, so I can just wake up attack, which is immediately attacking after getting hit. A little fear in my eyes. Alright, that was kind of zoomed. Oh, I didn't think that would hit. Again? A lot of people, when they throw out signatures, they immediately throw out another one, and I was correct. Oh, I thought that would spike them. It did not, which is fine. Oh. Alright, soft weapon throw. Dang it. Oh, look at the spacing. No. Oh! Defensive mastermind. Never mind. I thought I was going to live the second one. Alright, let's pick it up for the last stock. We'll make it a good one. And we'll call it an evening, perhaps. I'm going to pick up the bow. Because I do like bow. Alright, I feel more comfortable on the bow than I do on the spear. That was a good spot dodge. I mixed up my timing. But it still caught me. So it's kind of the opposite of what I was saying with Zol, which is that you're going to have to get more hits with Kaya than you will with some other legends in order to get to the same place. But it's also like maybe getting those hits is a lot easier than with someone like Zol. It all depends on different stuff. That was risky. That's fine. Oh, my hurt box moved with my signature. With my light attack, I should say. No jump there. Actually, they spot dodge every time. I haven't been doing anything about it. What to do there is you just walk forward and you bait out the spot dodge. But I'm going to down sig here. I don't think I've landed it yet, so we're going to try and end it off with the down sig. If not, yeah, it's fine. Ooh, I misinputted there. That was an end light. Feeling they would jump. They do not. And that's alright. That's to bait them. And I landed a down sig. We got it done. We got it done. I mean, look at that, 700 damage. Not a low damage game by any means. And you'll probably see that a lot. But again, the defensive legend. Alright, that's it.